Hi, it's Supermoon Tarot here doing a mid-month October love reading for Virgo! V for Virgo! Hi, Virgos! I don't know if you can hear, but it's raining. It's awesome. We're going to do a very cool, very mystical reading in the rain. I mean, under the rain, same thing. This is for entertainment purposes only. If the messages I deliver today resonate with you, awesome, cool. If not, let them fly. I'll see you in the next one. Either way, feel free to enjoy the good vibes I'm throwing your way. So let's look into what's going on here. We've got the Devil in reverse, the Chariot upright, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so if copyright issues weren't a thing with YouTube, I'd be singing that High School Musical song, Break Free or Soarin', however it goes. I'm trying to, you know what I'm talking about. Because this perfectly defines what you're going through right now. I'm especially talking about somebody who has a partner with a Capricorn or Cancer, but if not, somewhere in their sun or moon charts, but if not, don't worry about that. Because the main thing is, this is somebody who has been kind of bogged down by their partner, this person who's been really kind of putting a lot of weight onto them emotionally, kind of asking a lot of them. There's becoming an imbalance to the unhealthy level of the way they're approaching what they need via affection. It's kind of becoming too much. They want too many texts. They're a little bit, I don't want to say jealous. That could be there, but either way, you're breaking free. It started to feel controlling and intense, and it wasn't for you, and you are totally out. You're just like, I'm not in it anymore. I'm free. I don't want this anymore. This is like a very fast, swift realization of like, I don't want this anymore. It's not working for me. I can't breathe anymore, and I want out of this. This is not for me. Again, this is for people who feel this way. It seems like if that's something you've been contemplating for a while, I see it happening, and I feel a giant exhale of a release of a cage you didn't even realize you were in, because that's what it feels like it had become. But before I jump to any conclusions, let me pull some more tarot cards to have a better understanding. Oh, Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and Page of Wands upright. Okay, so it looks like the huge emotional way down that was like really bogging you down it seemed like you guys were just in two different pages. For whatever reason, they just couldn't let go of the past. I don't know if there's an implication that something was done wrong in the past that they feel you did on your part and they just can't let it up, or if for whatever reason there's just something to do with the past that they were just not letting go. Maybe they wanted the relationship to still stay a certain way and you just weren't in that mindset anymore. Maybe when you first met there was a sense of connection and you both were on that same emotional wavelength of you spoke each other's love language. You both wanted to speak the same, and then you changed. You weren't that way anymore, and what seemed understandable and legible to you before became a different thing. You didn't like what they were offering. It felt overwhelming. It felt like too much. And for them, they want to go back to that. And for you, you're evolving. That's just not the place you're in anymore. I can see that over here with the Page of Wands upright. Can you hear like the thunder getting intense? Over here, I can see that you not only are you forging new paths, but you just want to have fun. You don't want to be so serious. This isn't about you wanting to just purely date other people and date around. It's just not the energy they were putting out anymore, and you're just like, oh my god, I can't take this anymore. I just want to get out there and have fun. I just want to do something without having to think about it and put so much pressure on it. I can see that this is the main reason why there was like a sense of disharmony in the relationship. You're just in totally two different mindsets and energies going on, and that was the main thing that was bogging you down. But Now, I have to pull some more cards, but something I want to say that I'm picking up from this is that there seems to be, like, a lack of awareness that this is disharmony. They just see it as, like, oh, you're not listening to me, rather than acknowledging that you're both in two different places. While you, oh, so sorry, have for some time been very aware that you're like, listen, you're not changing and evolving with me, and you're trying to express this to them, and you're like, listen, you're like aware of it, you're like, hello, and you're fully facing and aware that things have been out of whack. Well, they're just still so obsessed with, but I want it this way. But I want it this way. And you're like, pay attention. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Got 5 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Swords upright, and 7 of Pentacles upright. Yeah, if you want this to be over, because this is really your choice. This is something that is not a prediction based solely on, like, their choice. This is, if you're feeling it and you want to go for it, trust me, it is going to be fast and hard and out of there. And it looks like you pretty quickly within the same period are like, yep, oh, I'm sad I'm leaving them, I am, but, like, I think I'm ready to move on. It looks like, though, you're not going to just be jumping in the dating field. I don't think that's your objective anyways. It's not because you don't love them anymore and you know, they're holding you back from this exciting dating life. You're just kind of like, we're in two different places at the moment. I do see you immediately after getting out of the relationship, even though getting out of when you make that decision to get out, it's a very fast thing. I just see you kind of chilling out, taking some time to yourself. You're definitely not looking for anybody. I see you working on yourself, just kind of enjoying what it's like to just look forward to the journey of working on things, and there's just you're doing your thing basically. So I don't see anyone popping up immediately at this time, but then again, we're talking like a 2-week time period. I don't see you know, jumping. Most people don't jump that quickly. Let me just see if there's anything else going on here. Oh, this is okay. This is definitely like a future thing going on here that I love. Queen of Pentacles upright, Justice in reverse, and 5 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this just repeated kind of what I was talking about before. It looks like this is, again, reflecting back to the relationship. They were not accountable for their obsession of what they wanted. And because there wasn't any, like, facing their personal, like, they just saw that what they wanted it, and they weren't getting it, and not seeing that in itself that was the problem, and maybe what they were doing wasn't, and it's not just about what they were doing wrong, it's just not facing it head first. Does this make sense? I feel like I'm rambling. Apologies. So anyways, I can see that being repeated again here, and I see that that conversation has been, you know, hit, whatever the term is when you hit it too many times and it's like dead, and you kind of were like, all right, we're not having this conversation anymore, it's not working, I'm gonna pull back, I'm moving on. And again, this just keeps repeating this concept of moving on without them. But good news, I do see you thriving. I see you killing it, because the Queen of Pentacles talks about how, now this is not within this same time period, this is a bit of like a future thing. You are currently, if you make that decision to leave and you're like working on yourself, you're chilling, it looks like this new spirited energy you feel without them bogging down and clogging up your flow is the beginning of you being capable of creating the ideal life you want to have. It's not just about having the ideal life, it's about your developing without their influence and feeling like it consuming your time and energy. You're able to create the tools, the ability, you're creating the ability to be able to manifest, to be able to create and something out of nothing, whatever you want it to be, whether that be the career you want. I'm getting more career-based stuff. Maybe you want to be somebody who travels everywhere. Whatever it is, it feels like now that your brain is able to breathe and you are able to focus on the fun and not repeating the same conversations over and over again, this is where your brain breathes and is headed in this direction, which is super cool. Let me just see for a second if we've got anything here. Yeah, this is, okay, so remember how, this kind of just repeats what I was saying. This makes sense. So remember how I said this is not an immediate thing right now, but these are the stepping stones in this direction? This continues that concept, bringing up this current timeline in Mountain, right? I know the picture better than I know the name in reverse with the shine on it. So Mountain in reverse talks about how, you know how you're going to take that break after you, if you, again, choose to do that, leave. This is about how that's the right thing you gotta do right now. By you doing, you know, sitting where you're at, it's not about doing nothing. It's just like, by chilling out, by pulling back, by just hanging out and doing that, that was the right choice afterwards. And also, it also is a reflection of the lack of movement that could potentially happen anymore in the relationship. It's like the relationship, like the mountain upwards talks about the idea of quick passing the mountain, but this is like the mountain's not moving. This is more of the traditional idea of what you think of a mountain, like unmoving. It just feels like that's where your partner is making it clear that's where they're at mentally, and you're letting them know you move a lot. Got a lot of movement to you, like with the Chariot. You're ready to go. So I hope this was helpful and uplifting. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you in the next one. Cool. Some more noise. Bye.